these two young guys, everyone has to go into the army, and they are, you do a couple of years, and in Russia, it's a horrible experience. And, look what's happening to them in Ukraine. Well, it was not any better in 2006 or in 1997. And, there's hazing and all kinds of abuse, and it's a demeaning experience. But you do learn how to handle a firearm. And so they're out of the army now, but with no prospects in this broken society. They've got their trap lines. They head off down the river. They know the tiger's out there. Their parents are ambivalent about them going, but hey, we'll stick together. We have guns. We have a horse. We'll be good. We have a cabin to stay in. We can handle this. So anyway, they separate at one point, and Pochepnia is heading off. They've divided the river. One guy has his traps down one side of the river, and this is a river 20, 30 feet wide, and they've just divided the space up that way. Pochepnia is following his traps, all empty. And the tiger, meanwhile, so the tiger's already had success tracking Markov back to his house and waiting by his door and waiting for him to come. And so Markov delivered himself basically to the tiger. So, okay, that's how people do it. I've never, I'm a tiger. I've never eaten people before, but this seems to be, this worked this time. I'll do it again. And so it goes and finds this hovel, literally a hovel made out of tree branches covered with tar paper that another trapper had been living in. And it goes in there, and there's an old mattress in there, and old bait for the traps in these plastic tubs, and it tears the tubs open, eats the bait. And then, and we don't know how it knows Pochepnia is coming. There could be a door slam in the cabin, it's brutally cold, so sound travels very well. But what the tiger does is it drags the mattress out of the hovel across the frozen river and sets it up under this spruce tree and lies down on the mattress. And it's warmer, and so it hangs out there, and Pochepnia comes walking down, following his trap line, and there's the tiger. And Pochepnia, again, there's a way that Russian soldiers are taught to carry their guns, their rifles, which are on a strap. They're upside down, strap over the shoulder. And there's a way that you can grab the stock and twist it. And the way the strap wraps around your elbow, it brings it up into a stable firing position very, very quickly. Pochepnia is a trained soldier, an experienced hunter, 19 or 20 years old. He does this as the tiger is leaping at him off this mattress, and the gun misfires, and the tiger jumps on him, disarms him, and completely devours him. So eats everything. And nobody knows this until Pochepnia doesn't come home for a day, doesn't come home for another day. His dad is, as a lot of Russian men are, an alcoholic, in despair, is a maintenance guy at the local school, which isn't really functioning. And the neighbor says to him, aren't you worried? He's gone. He hasn't been home in 3 days. Aren't you worried? He said, yes, I am worried, but I don't know what to do. And so, and then this guy, I think Lapanov, I think is his name, says, we're going to go. And so they get into their Toyota sedan and they drive down the road to this cabin, and they go looking for him. And there's 3 or 4 guys together, and they're pretty sure they know what's happened. And they get to the site, and what's so disturbing about it is there's nothing there. And there are the clothes, black with blood, but all completely dismantled. Even the shoes are dismantled. And the tiger has eaten everything. And this kid, Pochepnia, he had a wristwatch and a crucifix. The wristwatch and the crucifix are sort of set aside. Boots are over here. and there's the what's left of Markov of Pochepnia literally fits into a little like a dop kit sized bag, you know, a doggy bag, effectively, you know, and so they gather up, you know, there's a bit of rib and some teeth or something, you know, really, I mean, macabre, and get his watch, get his crucifix, and go back, and the dad, you know, was I think too afraid to go, if I'm recalling correctly, and so, you know, did you find him? Did you find him? And you know, they hold up the bag, and you know, it's gutting, and so they found the rifle also, and they see the dimple in the shell where the firing pin hit it, and it failed. And then one of the guys, these are all neighbors, these are just citizens of this broken community, loads it again. I think it's a bolt action,
Mm-hmm.
and this time it fires, and it just, you know, just the existential cosmic cruelty of these events.
For the full episode, we got this clip from. Click that top video there. For more clips, click that playlist right there. You got time for one more, man. Tell them there was traffic or something. Ooh, tell them there was a bear. I was gonna be like, how big was the bear? It's a good excuse.